Welcome to Wednesday Reflections. I'm your host, Aaliyah, and today, in the name of love, I do have a special guest joining me. I have my husband. Babe, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name's Jaden. I have the pleasure of being married to this lovely lady.
So, what we're going to do today, since Valentine's Day has just passed, we're actually going to share both of our perspectives of Valentine's Day, the thought behind the gifts that we got each other, our perspectives on the day, just everything like that. And then also, Happy Black History Month. I could not let the month pass before I said that. And so also I want you guys to stay tuned because at the end we do have a special treat for you guys. But because you guys are used to hearing my voice so much, I am going to hand the mic over to my husband and he's going to start with his perspective of Valentine's Day first. So babe, go ahead.
Thank you, honey. All right. So Valentine's Day was a very special day for me, a special day for both of us. But the reason that I say that is because we had previously went a few years without celebrating, and I didn't really know at the time how much it meant to me just to be able to celebrate certain days with my wife. We basically found out last year. I was like, wow, I really miss celebrating these days with you. And so this is our first time in a long time kind of jumping back on that train.
And the reason why we kind of took a break is just because of the origins of holidays. So it wasn't just Valentine's Day that we weren't celebrating. It was just all holidays for a while. So that's more so of if you know, you know. But like he said, last year it kind of put things into perspective for us. And we realized that we actually do like to celebrate the holidays, but we're not going to go broke over a holiday. Mm-hmm. So go ahead, baby.
Thank you. So let's see, from here, starting off with the day was already an early morning. You know what I mean? We woke up, got straight to business. We were making breakfast. And then from there, Aaliyah had to go get her hair done. And I was kind of present. I want to say I was just kind of in the car hanging out for a little bit. And then from there, that's when the party started. We ended up going to get tacos. I think we got tacos twice that day.
Yes, we did.
We played Mario. Did we play Mario? Well,
yeah.
We played Mario. We played Wii Sports. We did a little poetry slam. No, I just want to say that was inspired by the Fall Off. If y'all haven't listened to the Fall Off yet, y'all need to go listen to the Fall Off.
Yes.
And then we ended up going to a party, but our Valentine's Day actually started a little bit earlier. The night before, we had a gift exchange, and the night before that, I was deceived, tricked, bamboozled even, because I've been talking for the longest time about getting wireless headphones, and I was picking up overtime and stuff like that because I want to make sure we have a good Valentine's Day. So I'm like, man, I've handled everything that I need to handle. I have the gifts that I want to give. Perhaps I can get myself some wireless headphones. And would you like to share your perspective?
Okay, y'all. So there was a night that he's talking about where he got back home from work and we were both in the bed, and like he said, he did pick up some overtime and was getting extra funds. And for my birthday this year, we are going on a cruise to the Bahamas, so he was putting down a really big additional deposit for that, making a payment. And so he had funds left over, and so we were just in bed, and out of nowhere he was talking about buying himself these Bluetooth wireless headphones. And y'all, I froze because I had already bought him a Bluetooth wireless headphones in his Valentine's Day gift. And so, I didn't want him to know that. And so what did I do? Gaslit him. I had to gaslight so freaking hard, y'all. And, I felt bad, but I didn't know what to do. But I will say your girl is an actress, because I was like, you didn't tell me that. You never told me that you were going to buy Bluetooth wireless headphones. And y'all, he did.
It was so bad. I was down bad that night because I was like looking for receipts. I don't have receipts.
Yeah, because the thing is, he didn't text me that he was gonna buy Bluetooth wireless headphones. We actually had a conversation. So he did tell me, y'all, but he was looking for the text thread. And like I said, I had to gaslight. And let me just give a disclaimer. I do not gaslight this man, okay? So y'all don't have to send out an SOS or anything like that. The pizza is not violent. But I had to do what I had to do. So I was like, find the text message. You never told me that and stuff, because what was I supposed to do? I didn't have a valid reason as to why he couldn't buy the headphones without him knowing that I bought them already. And so I was just like, you know what, fine, do what you want. And then I thought I seen that he was about to put the headphones in his cart anyway, and I was like, so you just go buy headphones after
So all in all, to end the night, I was just like, all right, bro, I'm tweaking. So the next day, I come home from work. I'm excited. I'm anticipating Valentine's Day. I have my gifts. She has her gifts. We were talking a little bit about waiting until Valentine's Day to actually give the gifts. That wasn't happening. We're not that kind of household. So towards the end of the night,
I know something you don't. I know something you will never know. That's how I am about gifts.
yeah. That night after work, we exchanged gifts. I got her these specific chocolates that she wanted. We were at the grocery store and she seen them. I snapped a little photo. You know, I was trying not to be like too weird about it, but I'm like, I'm going to circle back for these. After that, my next gift was a book for her. My wife and I are huge fans of Tiffany D. Jackson. We've read a lot of her different books, and for this particular book, or at least the one that I got, it's for a more mature audience. It's not exactly Tiffany D. Jackson, but it is within that same genre. So I'm thinking, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of like exploring outside of like what's the norm, or outside of like the books that we've gotten in the past. So those were my two gifts.
Do you know the name of the book? Do you remember?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was like The Girl on the Train.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So I got that book, I got some chocolates, and then I also helped the lady to get her hair done. And it looks
Yes.
absolutely stunning. I don't know if you could.
He's doing the finger snaps, or doing the 8 whatever thing that is called. But yeah, so he did pay for my hair appointment, which was a silk press and trim, because I needed to get rid of my split ends.
Yeah. And for her, she pulls out a basket, and I'm like, oh, so we're saucing. And so she basically gives me the basket. I'm looking through. First thing I see, y'all want to know the first thing I saw? Some wireless headphones. I'm like, wowzer. So I wasn't tweaking. And so a part of me felt like a little bit vindicated, right? But then another part of me was very grateful, because I'm like, she's listening to me, you know what I mean? She knows what it is that I want. And they're actually very nice headphones. I've had a hard time taking them off.
Yeah, he's been using them nonstop. And what else was in that basket, honey?
There were some chocolates in there. There were some True Religion socks. She's trying to have me dripped out. I haven't worn like a designer or anything since I was like in high school. But the fact that I'm gonna be able to have sauce like this is kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking advantage of that.
And
From there, I got some chocolates too, and I have a card that's actually sitting on my desk. It's a beautiful.
are you
card.
trying to read it? Or are you?
No, it's mine. You guys can't have it. It's mine.
Okay, and do you remember like the last 2 things?
The last 2 things.
Well, the last 2 things were a sugar cookie and
Ooh.
it was shaped like a very cutesy teddy bear. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but out here in Arizona, there's a place called Cookie Broker, so they do very cute cookie designs, and the cookies are really good. I've actually been eating a lot. Like, they've been having me be fat lately, and that's not sponsored, but hopefully one day I will be. And then, and then lastly, I got him a Blue Moon beer. So
Yeah, it was fantastic. The cookie, by the way, I completely forgot about the cookie. But that cookie didn't stand a chance. It was a W pick by you. I appreciate that.
yes, so I will have him continue on with. Are you done, or was there anything else that you wanted to say?
Um, I think I think I can take a pause. I want to hear your side of things.
Well, from my perspective of things, I did not know that he was going to tell you guys about the little gaslighting thing, but I guess.
I had to get it out.
But yeah, so your girl was working overtime. So I was working, and then I would get off of work, and I would just be going to all these different stores to get these different things. There was something else that I was going to get for him, but honestly, I didn't know for sure how he would feel about it, and I guess I'll say it now because I didn't get it for him, but. One of the original things was he really likes My Hero Academia, and so I was actually going to get him this poster and have it framed, and it would be a really big, like, picture. But honestly, I really wasn't sure if he wanted, like, the poster or not, and I didn't want to take the risk. So I just, I was going back and forth to different places about that, and then that's when I ended up getting, like, the Bluetooth wireless headphones and the True Religion socks, and just, all these different things were so many different places, y'all. And I had to hide it in our place, and, just everything. And I couldn't wait. Like, I really couldn't wait until Valentine's Day. And so the night before, once we both got back home from work, I was kind of asking him, like, I told him I was going to put it in like kind of like his hands to decide if he wanted us to exchange gifts that night or if he wanted to wait until the next day. And he said that we could exchange the gifts that night. So, I was really excited about the gift basket because I thought I did like a really, really good job, because he also needed socks, and he likes a beer, and he doesn't really drink too much, but I wanted to add that in there and just little things. So we exchanged gifts, and I really like the thought behind the book because I do like to read a lot. And yeah, I thought it was very thoughtful. And then the chocolates, which I have yet to eat, but after I record this, I'm going to go eat some. But yeah, so we had a good night, lots of cuddles. And then the next day, I had my hair appointment for my silk press. That turned out great. I felt so pretty. My silk press is destroyed now, but whatever. I did that on my own. And so after my appointment, he was looking at me, and he was twirling me around and making me feel beautiful. And then we went to brunch, had a good time there. The place actually had some beignets, and out here in Arizona, it's very, very hard to actually find some places with beignets. Like, you kind of have to make them yourself. I'm not gonna shout out the place because the food was good, but the employees need to practice better hygiene and habits and stuff. I was seeing a lot of things I did not want to see. But moving forward, we ended up going back home, and like he said, we played the Wii, we played Mario, and then we did some poetry, writing about each other, which is the special thing that we will share with you guys at the end if you want to listen to the poems that we wrote for each other. And I made a grown man cry. And so, yeah, it was just really sweet. Like, we were being fat low-key because we went to this taco place. We ate a bunch of tacos with Jamaica and Hiracha, and we were just playing games and talking for a bit and chilling for a while. Then we went back home, and we were just talking and chilling, and my friend ended up texting me and she was like, Happy Valentine's Day, and talking about a party. So, long story short, we ended up going to the party and we had a good time in each other. And I'm gonna just leave that at that. And so then after that, we ended up going back to the same taco place and we ate even more tacos. And then we got back home and yeah,
Yeah.
we did our thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. So, so it was a really good Valentine's Day, and I just want to add this as well. I think that, and I was telling my husband this on Valentine's Day, but I think that this was one of our best, if not the best, Valentine's Day because it was so like grown and like a mature kind of love. And when we were celebrating when we were teenagers and things with Valentine's Day, it just came with so much pressure and the days had to be perfect. But I think by not celebrating for the few years that we did not celebrate and it kind of being something that didn't necessarily matter, especially since we have our anniversary still in the same month, like but towards the end of the month too. But I think just giving us some time to really reflect on what it really means and it not being perfect, but just kind of showing up and showing the gratitude and love for one another and just like kind of low key and chill vibes, to be honest, not just like this big old thing. I really did enjoy it. What do you think, babe?
I think so. Like, it's nice to be able to show love and appreciation for somebody without having to stress in the process of being like, hey, I love you, I appreciate you, you know? Keep it simple, make it good.
Yeah, so it was really, really nice. But yeah, okay. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and read the poems that we wrote for one another, and we're gonna start with my husband because this is the same order. Yeah, this is the same order that we started on Valentine's Day too. He went first, and it was really good, y'all. So go ahead, babe. You can go ahead and speak in the mic.
Okay. My home, my peace, my sanctified safe space. You're my number one. There's nothing that could replace the memories, the vibes, and our quality time. And holy matrimony, it's an honor to call you mine. Those long nights at work, these forehead lines, they all dissipate as soon as I see you smile. You made a man out of me, so kick your feet up for a while. The mother of my sons, the fire in my chest, I'm gonna see to it that in this life you'll only get the best. When it's my time to go, my legacy will lay me to rest. But it's my hope in the future that before the Lord I stand the test of effort, time, service, and provision. Baby girl, your elevation stands as my true vision. In my past, present, and future, I hope that that's all right. Please bear with me and love me while I fight the good fight. And that's mine.
Isn't that so good? Yes. Oh man. Okay, so I am going to read mine. Okay.
You can do it.
Okay. To have and to hold, forever until the love grows old, which means our love will last in eternity because we are forever young. You a man with goals, day-to-day ambition. Me, I'm smitten, enjoying the now and later. I rest in certainty, the kind of man that reigns in power, and I devour every touch, every kiss, and I'm empowered. Enamored by your lips, the words you spit, you legit, your steps ordered, so I follow the road, made for bliss. I'm glad that you exist, and I'd never have had a love like this. So happy to call myself his. Wanna know his name? His name's Jaden, and we've been dating since kids. Puppy love turned full grown. No more chaperones standing in the way. Living in a prayer I prayed back in the day. Back to him, it's something about him, maybe his smile, maybe his calm. gone with me through all our storms. Today I hold on and save my strength for marriage. Baby in arm, in carriage, these will be the times cherished. When we're old and gray, I'll remember the dude who said I do. And today I see the man who does, who was and is mine. Still my forever Valentine. So that's mine. And so, on that note, that is the end of this podcast. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And, babe, any last words for the people before we end?
Y'all better blow this podcast up.
Yeah, listen to him, wise man. But yes, thank you for spending time with us. And until next time, you guys take care of yourselves. Bye.
Deuces.